Hey there, Starcraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void, and today it's going to be Elazer versus Kelazhur, a TVZ from WCS Spring here on Cyber Forest. Bottom right-hand corner, the red Terran player, he hails from Brazil. It is Kelazhur. And in the top left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player, Elazer. He's Polish. He's a pretty darn good European Zerg. One of the many EU Zergs that are just fantastic at this game. Hard to rank them according to skill and results, but Elazer is right at the very, very top. Maybe the second or third or fourth best Zerg in all of the European Union. Wait, European region. Whew, okay. That was close. Alright, so a TVZ. I know you haven't seen one of these for a while, Terran and Zerg fans, but here you go. Did you know you can get an extra StarCraft 2 professional game cast by me as long as you subscribe to me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. $1 a month, you guys, gets you one extra cast of StarCraft 2 professional games per week, which means 25 cents per cast. 25 cents, you guys. Think about it. Alright, so Elazer went hatch gas pool here, no big deal. And I kind of feel like, he's going to wait for his queens this time. We will see. This is a Reaper. His name is Ghost of Christmas Future. The Ghost of Christmas Future first visited Ebenezer Scrooge and then visited Frank Cross, a cynical television executive. When Ghost of Christmas Future visited Emperor Manx, however, Manx did not have the same epiphany that Frank and Ebenezer had. Instead, Manx called in his special Psi Corps and had the Ghost of Christmas Future locked inside a Reaper suit. Now Ghost has to wander around in this suit until freed by an enemy. Since it's already a ghost, it cannot be killed. Thus, it will attempt to kill enemies using its Reaper weapons, but secretly harbors the time when it will be freed from its imprisonment. Once that happens, Christmas Future will seek out a powerful psionic, such as the Queen of Blades, and have that psionic carry out Christmas Future's revenge. Wow. Ghost of Christmas Future, scary, scary dude here. There's your third hatch after the queens have started. So yeah, definitely wants the queens out here to deal with a Reaper that is sure to come. Overlord does scout the presence of a command center. Reaper trying to get stuff done, but again, very difficult to do here against somebody as good as Elazer is. And might actually get an, might get a... Focus it. No, nice micro there. Keeping the Woundedling at the back. The queen pops out. Nothing actually dies, but a lot of stuff over here is bruised. A lot of all the colors of the rainbow down there for sure. Reaper hops in. Gonna try to see if there's a lair yet, if there's a second gas, maybe if there's a roach warren. Getting healed up by combat drugs to some extent. Then the Lings show up, and the Reaper just wants to see. He just wants to know if you have a lair, man. That's all he's trying to do. And he's not able to get it. Just dive in there. There it is. Okay, no lair. Gets the checkout. Sees no quick lair here, so definitely not going to be a crazy fast Nidus or anything crazy like that. Be a lot of fun, though. I have heard rumors of like a 13-12 Nidus build that Railgun is piloting here. So if you want to see some Railgun craziness, maybe keep watching the channel, and we'll see what we can do for you. Alright, so Queen fighting, Lings fighting. Got a couple Hellions moved across the map here too. This is really, really standard stuff out of Kelazhur. Just 2 to 4 Hellions into a Banshee. Yep, indeed it is. Might get cloaked for the Banshee, might not. That's going to be something he needs to decide to do. And yeah, I mean, these 2 Hellions and this 1 Reaper, you don't saturate your third base. You hang on to a couple Queens here and a couple Lings. Call it good. Speed is almost done. That inject is late for Elazer. Thinking about it, and there it goes. There it goes. Third base. Oops, saturating it. Remember what I said about not saturating it? Yeah, I was worried about that happening. Both drones have to go into extractors. Unintentional extractor trick actually happening there. That's hilarious. Didn't want to do it. Was forced into it. And it is Cloak coming in from that Banshee. So no scouting from Elazer yet. He's not going for a lair. He's going for a Baneling Nest instead here. He's not going for spores either. He really shouldn't lose anything to this Cloak Banshee, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, players can make mistakes. So first spore comes up in the natural base, or third base rather. Third base, then the natural base, and then the main. So Banshee in the mix here does make this a little bit harder to control, harder to hold here for Elazer, but he's doing a good job positioning his queens back and forth and back and forth. Meanwhile, Kelazhur is going into a barracks and building additional... What is he building here? Additional barracks. So it looks like it's going to be bioplay from him. Here at about the 5-minute mark. The Banshee's going to show up, but there's detection. and a queen and a spore here. So, like, maybe you could pick up a couple drones, but die in the process. Banshee does not want to do that. Does end up cloaking here, but as I mentioned previously, there are spore crawlers present, so you just kind of pull into the range, detection range of that spore. This Banshee is not doing well at all. Goodbye. Banshee down, get some damage done on the queen, but that's about it. Ends up bruising her, but she will be just fine. Thank you for asking. Queen still fighting in. Another Banshee shows up. Cloak, no Overseer present as there's not a lair. Creep Tumor's getting picked off. That's a nice little victory from Kelazhur. Nothing huge, but nothing too terrible either. But man, 64 to 46 workers. Elazer is killing it economically right now. Just at 5.5 minutes, he's got 64 workers and basically holding the fort with a handful of queens and a couple speedlings. Has not made anything else here at all. One Hellion gets picked off. Creep Tumor's getting killed thanks to the scan assist there. Banshee just hanging out. Not quite sure what she wants to do yet. Creep spreading out to the right. Probably going to go for a fourth base. There we go. Down to the left side. Fourth hatch coming on in. Third base going to land. For Kelazhur, Ling gets chased away before that base goes in. And then a quick, abrupt about face here from this base. Is he going to land somewhere else instead? The Overseer scouts that one. Oh, did they want vision on that? Did that? Wow, did he really just... He really just floated that building all the way over there, delayed landing his third base so they could get some shots off on that Overseer. That's weird. That is a weird choice for sure, Kelazhur. I don't know what you're all about, but... Hydralisk Den coming in. Hydra Ling Bling style on the way. Macro hatch inside the main base. I'm loving that from Elazer. I gotta start doing that more in my own ladder matches. And checking to see if the fourth base has been saturated. It has not, as it is not adequately defended yet. We do have a bunch of Lings on the way. Centrifugal Hook's about 50% complete, and definitely going to see a Marine Tank style play. Oh, a Changeling makes it in from Elazer. Does not get spotted by Kelazhur. He's too busy dealing with these Hellions at the front. Oh, bad pathing. Bad pathing on those Hellions. They went all the way around, took some serious hits. That Banshee, oh, double Banshee. Apologize, I missed that. Double Banshee is actually going after a bunch of these drones here at the natural base. Getting a couple here at the third, too. Not too shabby. 6 kills and 5 kills on those Banshees. They could also maybe even snipe down this Hydralisk Den if and they wanted. Hellions coming in to die. Taking out several drones in the process. 6 additional ones have gone down. But yeah, taking shots from Queens. Never which way to do with your Banshees, and they do end up getting killed there. So 1-1 complete for Kelazhur. He did slow down Kelazhur's macro just a little bit. Still, the man has 70 workers to 66. For Kelazhur, army supply 48 to 42, pretty even that way. Really rushing up the tech path is Elazer right now, going for an infestation pit here at 7 minutes. Zerglings trying to attack into the third. There's a tank defending, but that splash damage might hurt some of these SCVs more than the Lings are at the moment. 10 SCVs go down. That's what I'm talking about here. Lings trying to take down that supply depot. They do force a cancel on that and then retreat for their lives. So not supply blocking Kelazhur, but fairly close to doing these. Only 4 supply down. Burrows on the way. Range for Hydralisks coming in. Elazer really waiting on that tech until he needs it. He's got a bunch of Banelings here with centrifugal hooks. Creep spread pretty good. Kelazhur trying to clear that creep and attacking into the fourth base here too. Some drones do go down. By that I mean 1. Overseer focused down as well. Oh, Hydralisk popping in the wrong place. And then as soon as the Queens and Banelings show up, it's time to pick up and boost the heck on out of there. So pretty good control there by Kelazhur. Getting a couple drones down, killing a couple Overlords, Overseers, a couple Hydralisks in the mix too. There's a drone who thinks he's a Baneling in here. We're not control grouped, are we, Elazer? We're just selecting like this. Because that drone otherwise would not... Anyway, that's hilarious stuff. All right, a couple Queens getting focused down by the Marine Ball. Nicely done, but don't go engage off creep, really. And Elazer pulls back from that position, but he's got a Hive on the way. 9.5 minute Hive coming in right now, looking fantastic. Economically there too, 86 workers to 66 workers from Kelazhur. Marines and Marauders going to attack on in, picking off more and more Creep Tumors. How many Creep Tumors have gone down? 20 Tumors have been killed so far, which is pretty good. How many are present, you want to know? 35. So 35 exist, 20 have been killed. Some pretty good work by Kelazhur, I would say. Overseer sees the fourth base, has landed and is complete. Gets killed in the process. Burrowed Banelings not quite in position. Oh, not bad. They do wound a bunch of those Marines. Not killing any of them, though. It's only splash damage that connected. And not the full explosion there. Hydra getting some shots off on the medevac as it retreats. Another attack coming in towards the fourth base, or fifth base, rather, of Kelazhur's. Lings and the Banelings present. Good target fire on the Banelings, but not able to quite to get in there and get anything done quite yet. Vipers in production and Ultralisk Cavern coming up at 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Elazer playing so fast right now. His APM is hovering around 500 and 600. Drop it inside the main base, but the Overlord scouted that. The Lings are ready to go. The Lings are 1-1, but the Marines are 2-2, as well as the Marauders. So without some Baneling support, Lings aren't going to quite cut it, but enough with the Hydra support to chase those away. Tacking on in again. I mean, Elazer is just absolutely swarming Kelazhur's attempts to land on creep and get something done here. It's not looking good for the Terran player at all right now. Zergling's going to try to take down this supply depot. This is early warning for Banelings is what it is. If Banelings roll along this way, they'll get spotted by the supply depot fairly early. 1-1 Ling's not bad, especially if there's not much medevac support. Everybody heading up over this way, though, because Elazer's main army, as he's maxed out at this stage, Kelazhur's at 186 supply. Planetary Fortress and tank support says, no, you're not going to break this with this many Lings and Banelings and Hydralisks. Oh, sneaking on into the 5th, though. I'm liking this. Oh, wow. Unsupported, unprotected drones in here. Meanwhile, Kelazhur, bigger force coming down to the south. I'm liking this. He's going to try to take down the 5th hatch. Some Lings show up and do force a pick up and a boost into the main base. They're going to abuse the immobility and inability of the Zerg army to fly here. Tacking on in. Kelazhur got a big Marine Marauder tank army. The 4th base looks like it's going to die. High ground harassment from Kelazhur towards the 5th base. Two single Ultralisk pops out. Going to join his buddy over there. Does manage to survive. Bunch of drones getting picked off as they're trying to retreat from their now defunct base. Banelings getting some decent hits there. Inside the main base here, entirely blinding clouded are these tanks right now. Ultralisks and Banelings and Hydras attacking on in and actually forcing Kelazhur back now. Blinding cloud, forcing him to kite back further than he'd otherwise want to. Banelings getting some serious hits there off creep. 6 drones go down, but Kelazhur's attempts to kill Elazer are thwarted here. At 12 minutes, Elazer replacing his 4th. His 5th base is alive somehow, some way at 74 workers, despite the fact he has lost 23 drones through this stage of the game. Elazer's not really been able to put much pressure on Kelazhur, other than that one attack into the 3rd, where really tank fire did more damage than the Lings did. I feel like a Greater Spire coming in, got some Infestor play in there too, getting Adaptive Talons, I guess. Is there a Lurker Den? Did I miss that somewhere? Obviously, yes, because he's going for Adaptive Talons. No, that's Anabolic Synthesis. That's speed for Ultras. I apologize. I see those upgrades, and I get them confused. They are very similar. If not, there's a glitch that's showing them the same maybe in this interface. I don't know. The Lazer's going for a 6 base down south and attacking up to the north here. I like this. Kind of keep Kelazhur's attention away from where you're expanding. Spread some creep up there as well as you can. Still, really no Corruptors and no Mutas to deal with these medevacs at all. It is 100% Hydralisk expected to do that. Yeah, man, Ultralisk getting focused down to both of them in this army composition die. But pulling back to the tank support, Liberator support, and Planetary Fortress support is nice. Ultras and Lings cruising on into the 3rd base. Tanked down. Might force a liftoff, and they do steady targeting. Ghosts making stuff happen here versus the Ultralisk. Beautiful stuff out of Kelazhur. Are there enough Banelings and Hydras to actually take down this Planetary Fortress? There very well may be. And yes, with the Baneling explosions, there are an attack inside the main base. Getting thwarted by some Lings attacking up that way. 19 SCVs killed in all in the last couple of seconds here. 3rd base is in shambles. 4th base is exploded. Elazer really starting to get on a roll here. Oh, those Marines are not allowed to kill those Ultralisks. Okay. They are not. 3-3 Marines and Marauders, though. +2 Ground Carapace is done. Chitinous Plating is just about done here, too. That's +3 armor. Is there no chitinous plating? Oh, he did get it. All right, good. So yes, if you're going to make Ultras, absolutely get that upgrade. Elazer did not forget it at all. 6th base, done. Not saturated whatsoever, but 82 workers. He's looking pretty good on his other bases. Really might want to work on his income for gas. He only has about 50 minerals here. Forces lift off on the 3rd base with some Lings tacking on in. Kelazhur needs to make something happen here. If he can wipe out the army. Nice Fungal toss down. The Banelings much more effective with Fungal slowing the Terran unit. Steady targeting on the Ultras. They all end up dead. Kelazhur still has a pretty darn scary army here. They are overstimmed a little bit, and they've taken some hits. But steady targeting on a Viper. Wow, Kelazhur making stuff happen here. He does take down the 5th hatchery. Liberator setting up. The medevacs don't have a lot of energy with which to heal this composition. Ling's getting atop of Kelazhur's attempt to retake his 4th base, though. Everybody pulling on inside, and this is not looking good for Kelazhur. His income is in the toilet. compared to Elazer's right now. Elazer is able to make a bunch of Lings and Ultralisks at the same time. Some Baneling support here, and Kelazhur's army is in a world of trouble right now. Sure, there are some Liberators, but it's not going to be enough to wipe out the Zerg army before everybody has to pick up and die. Corruptors do show up, go after some of these Liberators. They're not worried about the Medivacs as much, but Liberators definitely, yes. Lings running to their deaths here against these 3-3 Marines and Marauders. I don't think they got anything. Baneling's target fired pretty well there, too. Single Ultralisk, steady targeted down and killed by the bio. Another one tries to retreat. Parasitic Bomb on that Medivac, and it dies as the Parasitic Bomb stays behind. Kelazhur just can't get his bases back. His third base is happily up and running, which is nice. But army supply, 58 to 77, 39 to 76 workers. 40 SCVs have been killed in this game. Elazer still has not bothered to saturate his 6th base down here. I don't know why. He could just bring them, whatever, bring them from the dead 5th, I guess. Zerglings crashing on in. Elazer's lost 25,000 resources, Kelazhur 19,000, but Elazer has more money to burn because his economy is much better. We can see down here 2,000 compared to 1,500, and that's with mules. Forcing a liftoff on the 4th base, and by liftoff, I mean it doesn't get lifted off, it gets killed instead. Single Ultralisk getting steady targeted down, another one getting targeted down here, but 2 Ultras still remaining, chewing through this bio. Tank trying to fire on Lings coming into the 3rd base. This is just absolutely every Terran's worst nightmare. Zerg flooding in from every direction. Banelings exploding on everybody here. Corruptor trying to take down Medivacs. One Medivac ends up going down. Kelazhur is technically alive, but he's down 119 to 71 supply. It is not looking good here for Kelazhur at all. Still, okay, so 5 drones have come to the 6th base, which is hilarious. The 5th base is up and running. Working on just Lings and Banelings, man. Lings, Banelings. Couple Ultras come trundling on in right now. He's going for it. Kelazhur's going for the killing blow just with a handful of units right now. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Steady targeting. It does take down an Ultralisk there. Lings are on top of everybody, and these are 3 armor Zerglings with Adrenal Glands. Caustic Spray on the 3rd base. Going to try to out-repair the Caustic Spray from 3 Corruptors. Actually, you could do it, but the problem is it lasts effectively forever, and you have to just run away at this stage. And that's it. Good game. Well played. Elazer gets the win in 17 minutes and 9 seconds. Yeah, he knew his 4th base was like it wasn't even there. The 3rd base was done. His income, just again, 500 compared to 3,000 minerals per minute. It's just not going to cut it. 900 gas versus 150 gas per minute. He just didn't have the income to stay with this. Elazer's army was not huge. It was 47 supply worth of stuff here. If we take a look at that, that is exactly 40 Zerglings, 5 Corruptors, and like a Viper. So, I mean, it's not a ton of stuff here that we're rolling with, but it was 7 Marines and 2 Marauders, and Medevac and production tab was effectively empty here. 1 Marine on the way. That was about it. So, good game. Good game from Elazer. Just really everywhere Kelazhur wanted to be. Kelazhur did get that one big victory, taking down the 5th, but Elazer was able to deny the 4th base and the 3rd base time and time again, and Kelazhur just could not stop it from happening. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there indeed from the Zerg player. Getting the win here today, Zerg fans. Resources lost. Again, more for Elazer, 32,000. That's 438 Zerglings, 18 Ultralisks, 23 Banelings, 7 Queens, 2 Hatcheries, 50 Creep Tumors, 28 Drones. That's so much dead stuff, but again, he had the income to make up for it. No big deal. Kelazhur lost 10 Ghosts, 139 Marines, 8 tanks, 50 SCVs, which is a lot of SCVs to lose there. Just continued harass at the 3rd and 4th base is what it was. Elazer never really committed everything, but he did a pretty good job with it regardless. Just kind of making it really, really hard for the Terran player to expand and get his income. All right, cool. Well, you know what? That's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.